What is up, everybody? It's JT Sports. I'm back to you guys with another video. This video, I'm going to be providing you guys with the latest rumors and updates concerning the Atlanta Falcons general manager search. Before I get into it, make sure that you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because I upload NFL videos and college football videos daily. A lot of you guys are always asking me, JT, what can I do to help support the channel? The best way you can support the channel is by hitting that like button, because when you hit that like button, it helps the video rank higher in the YouTube algorithm. Also helps with SEO purposes as well, which helps the channel grow. Also, make sure to share the video on your social media platforms with your friends, family, and acquaintances. The Atlanta Falcons are currently in the market for a new general manager. Now, Arthur Blank, the current owner of the Falcons, promised a diverse group of candidates and the Atlanta Falcons head coach and general manager searches. Now, the rumor out there is that the Falcons plan to hire their GM first and allow their next GM to pick their next head coach. So Raheem Moore's future is going to be decided by whoever the Falcons bring in and hire as their next general manager. Now, me personally, I think that the general manager job and the Atlanta Falcons head coaching job is the best jobs available in the NFL this offseason. Now, the reason why I say that is because the Atlanta Falcons have Matt Ryan, they have Julio Jones, they have Calvin Ridley. They have a pretty good roster. If they bring in the right guys, they bring in the right front office people, they bring in the right coaching staff and the right head coach, this is a roster that can make it to the playoffs right away if they bring in the right personnel. And they also have a little bit of cap space to work with as well. You also have a high draft pick in the 2021 NFL draft. So this Atlanta Falcons job for the general manager and head coaching vacancies is really appealing to a lot of people. Now, they have a couple of rumored candidates who are already aligned for an interview for the vacant GM job for the Atlanta Falcons. The first guy that they have in line is Terry Fontenot. According to D'Orlando of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, he reports that the Falcons want to interview Saints Vice President and Assistant GM of Player Personnel, Terry Fontenot. Now, Terry Fontenot has spent a couple of years for the Saints organization, and I think that it makes a lot of sense that the Falcons will want to interview somebody for the Saints because they play the Saints twice a year. That's one of their divisional rivals. So it only makes sense because you look at how successful the Saints have been over the last couple of years. So I can understand the reasoning for why the Atlanta Falcons would want to interview somebody in the front office of their divisional rival. The next guy is general manager Rick Smith. Now, according to Jason Caforia of CBS Sports, he says that the Atlanta Falcons have a lot of interest in former Houston Texans GM Rick Smith. Rick Smith was the Texans GM from 2006 to 2017. He was there when the Houston Texans drafted notable stars like quarterback Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, and J.J. Watt, who all three are regarded to be some of the best at their position. The next guy, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to be familiar with this name, Jim Schultz of The Athletic reports that the Atlanta Falcons are highly interested in ESPN Monday Night Football analyst Louis Riddick. Louis Riddick has been linked to a lot of vacant GM jobs such as the Detroit Lions, the Houston Texans, and now the Atlanta Falcons. And me personally, I would love if the Atlanta Falcons bring in Louis Riddick because Louis Riddick has a lot of experience in the front office. He was the director of pro personnel with the Philadelphia Eagles from 2010 to 2013. He also was a former scout for the Eagles in the Washington football team. And Louis Riddick, when you listen to him talk on Monday Night Football, he's a guy who not only knows his X's and O's, but he also knows how to build a football team as well. He's smart, he's intelligent, I think he's a great leader, and I really would love if the Atlanta Falcons bring in Louis Riddick as their next general manager. I have a lot of confidence and a lot of faith that Louis Riddick is going to do extremely well with whatever team he ends up getting hired by. Now, Adam Scheffler of ESPN says that the Atlanta Falcons have interest in assistant director of player personnel with the Chicago Bears, Champ Kelly. Champ Kelly has spent the last 2 seasons as the director of player personnel with Chicago Bears, and director of pro scouting. He also has spent 8 years with the Denver Broncos from 2007 to 2014, and he was the Denver Broncos college scout in 2007. Adam Scheffler of ESPN has also reported that the Falcons have interest in Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes is the current director of college scouting for the Los Angeles Rams. He has been with the Los Angeles Rams organization for nearly 2 decades, 18 years, starting in 2003 when he started as a PR intern for the Rams, and eventually he worked his way out. He worked his way up the ranks. He started as a PR intern, then he became the Rams scout in 2004. He spent a couple of years as the Rams scout, continued to climb the ladder, and now he has worked his way all the way up to the director of college scouting, which he was promoted to the director of college scouting for the Rams in 2013. And lastly, Adam Scheffler has reported that the Falcons have interest in Reggie McKenzie. Reggie McKenzie is currently the senior personnel executive for the Miami Dolphins. He spent 7 years with the Oakland Raiders, which they are now known as Las Vegas Raiders, but during his time, they were known as the Oakland Raiders. So from 2012 to 2018, Reggie McKenzie was regarded as one of the best GMs in the NFL. As a matter of fact, in 2016, he won Executive of the Year. And he has spent 18 years with the Green Bay Packers, 11 years with the Green Bay Packers of Director of Pro Personnel, and 4 years with the Green Bay Packers of Director of Football Operations. So for the Atlanta Falcons, they have pretty much a diverse group of candidates. The majority of their candidates that I've seen so far have been African Americans, which is good in terms of for the Atlanta Falcons because the new Rooney Rule got updated and it got modified. So basically, if a team interviews or they hire a minority candidate, they get an additional draft pick, or they get like a higher draft pick in like the 3rd round or something like that. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I do know that teams get rewarded for interviewing minority candidates. And Arthur Blank said that he promises to deliver a diverse group of candidates in his search for a new head coach and general manager. Now, like I said earlier, I really want the Atlanta Falcons to hire Louis Riddick. I think Louis Riddick will be the perfect guy to become the next GM for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think that he deserves a chance. I also like Rick Smith as well. Rick Smith is a guy who has had a lot of success with the Houston Texans organization. He was there when they drafted a lot of good guys like Watson, Hopkins, like I mentioned earlier. I think Rick Smith and Louis Riddick should be the 2 front runners for the Atlanta Falcons GM job. I wouldn't be surprised if Louis Riddick ended up becoming the next GM for the Atlanta Falcons. Like I said, it seems like the Falcons have a lot of interest in Louis Riddick. And Louis Riddick has been a hot candidate in a lot of circles. A lot of Bears fans want Louis Riddick to replace GM Ryan Pace if they end up firing him. There are a lot of Texans fans that want Louis Riddick. There are a lot of Lions fans out there who want Louis Riddick. So Louis Riddick is a hot commodity. A lot of people want their hands on Louis Riddick. He's smart. He knows what he's talking about. And I think that Louis Riddick knows how to build a roster. I also like Rick Smith as well because of the experience he has there. And another guy that I think could also be a great hire for the Atlanta Falcons would be Reggie McKenzie. Reggie McKenzie is obviously the more qualified candidate out of all of the rumored candidates who are supposed to have interviews with the Atlanta Falcons. You got to think about his experience in the front office. He is currently with the Miami Dolphins as their personnel executive, their senior personnel executive to be more precise. And the Miami Dolphins are a team that has had a quick turnaround. Remember, a year ago, they were tanking for Tua. They had a terrible year, but they got better every single week. Well, they got better every single week. They had a good draft. They had a good offseason. And now they're currently, at the time I'm recording this video, in playoff contention. He also has 7 years with the Oakland Raiders. He spent 18 years with the Green Bay Packers, 4 as director of football operations, 11 as pro personnel with the Packers. So Reggie McKenzie has a lot of experience as being, in the front office as an NFL executive. So the Atlanta Falcons could look to go the experience route, but I think that Louis Riddick will be the best guy for the job for the Atlanta Falcons. So let me know who you guys think will become the next GM for the Atlanta Falcons. I will continue to update you guys on the latest rumors and news when it comes to Atlanta Falcons GM search. I will also make sure to update you guys on the latest rumors and updates concerning their rumors when it comes to their next head coach. Also, make sure that you guys like the video and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified next time I upload a video concerning the Atlanta Falcons. Also, make sure that you share the video on your social media platforms. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And thank you guys for watching.